Hi, and welcome to Moonbeam Connections. I'm Jacqui-Leigh. Today on Spirit Guide Mailbox, we're going to see what message Spirit has for us today. Now, I do set the intention that these messages find those who need them when they need them. So if you did find this message today, it is meant for you. However, it doesn't mean the entire thing is for you. It might just be parts or pieces of it. So take what resonates, leave the rest behind. The rest is for somebody else. So we're going to see what message that Spirit wants to give us today. Please. Message from you, Spirit. Please and thank you. Oh, almost. Almost. Shoved a whole bunch out. Let's try it again. Oh, whoa. Did you see that one come out? Holy, okay, that one wanted to show its face. So we have the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is actually about satisfaction, contentment, wish fulfillment, getting what you want. It's someone, she's sitting, look at it, she's got all these cups and they're all full. And if you can see, you might not be able to, but there's actually things growing out of them. Or at least out of the ones that are on the shelf. So she has so much abundance, things are actually coming out of the cups. Things are actually growing out of the cups because of all this abundance. And they're enjoying each other. They're just sort of living in luxury, I guess, in peace, in luxury. I do sometimes look, I know people say Nine of Cups, right, is about wish fulfillment and contentment and having what you want, right? You've sort of achieved what you want, especially on an emotional relationship level. I do look at it too, though, as being it can be a little bit greedy. Now, traditionally, when it's reversed, that's sort of more of the greediness of it. I tend to, just because of the original Rider-Waite, where it's kind of a chubby guy sitting there with his arms crossed in front of all his cups. And it's like, yes, satisfied and content that I've gotten what I got, but I sort of feel like it's almost like this is mine. So I feel with this card a little bit greediness coming out of it. That's how sort of I interpret it. It's not that you haven't got your wishes fulfilled or you're not satisfied with things, but it might be a little bit like, oh, I'm holding on to things a little bit too tightly. I'm keeping stuff to myself a little bit too much, right? I need to share the wealth a little bit. Now on this card, it's different imagery. So this is more about, sharing, having a relationship with each other, right? Caring about each other, being emotionally fulfilled together. And so the meaning within this card is I would say, is slightly different than the original Rider-Waite deck. But it is a card traditionally of having your wishes fulfilled, being content with what you have, being satisfied with what you have, being emotionally fulfilled by what you have. So I will bring out my board. As always, I do write in silence and dub over it, so sometimes it sounds a little off or I have trouble reading what I wrote. But we will see. Oh, I gotta get my pen out here. I did not prepare today. So for our Nine of Cups, so we're asking Spirit what message they want to give us in regards to the Nine of Cups today. Please and thank you. And I'll be quiet for a moment and get into my meditation mode. Thank you. Your message is to enjoy what you have, to appreciate what you have, to live in the life of abundance. You have already reached a level of satisfaction and security. But you don't always feel it or accept it. You look for more. You look for what's next instead of enjoying and sitting with what you already have. Look around you. Look at what you have achieved. Look at who is around you and start to be grateful for it. Start feeling the blessing that it is. You will never be satisfied when always looking for more. When always trying to achieve more. Satisfaction comes from the recognition that you are already standing in more. More than what you had in the past. More than what others have. Yes, some will always have more than you, but some will always have less. Your peace and satisfaction and happiness will arrive when you learn to appreciate what is already around you. It's okay to strive for more, to strive for better and calmer and happier. But it is necessary to appreciate how far you've come already and what you have accomplished. It's a journey, not a destination. Love. Spirit is saying here that you need to appreciate what you have in your life, right? The abundance that you already have, the satisfaction that you already have. I mean, if you're living in a first world country, you really need to appreciate what you have. That you have, a roof over your head, you have food, you have free education, you have whatever it is, right? You need to start appreciating that, because there's people that don't have that. Yes, there will always be those who have more than you. Doesn't mean they're more satisfied than you, though, right? So make sure that you're grateful for what you have at the moment, and that you look around and you see the abundance that you already currently have. And Spirit is saying it's okay to want more. It's okay to strive for more, right? You can have, I've got a great relationship with my partner. I have a great relationship with my kids. I have a great relationship with my family, right? And so I'm sitting in my abundance and I'm appreciating those gifts. But I also want to have, better relationships with my coworkers. I also want to have, other friendships that I can sort of get away from my family and go, have those friendships. So it's okay to strive for more, strive for better, strive for different. But you need to also appreciate where you have, what you already have, what you've already accumulated, what you've already brought into your life, right? So people tend to look at where I am right now as starting from zero, and I want to get to this point over here. Nobody ever looks at, I didn't start from zero. I actually started I actually started down here where zero really is. Or may not even have started at zero. Most people don't start at zero, right? Say you start at 10. I started at 10 way down here, and I'm actually sitting at 60 right now up here, but I'm no longer appreciating that I've made it to that 60, right? I've no longer appreciate what I've managed to do, what I've managed to accumulate, what relationships I've managed to surround myself with, because now I'm just looking on to the next thing. And that's something that humans, we always do. You reach one level, and all of a sudden, that was the level. If I reach this level, everything will be perfect. And then you reach that level, and you're like, oh, what's the next level? What's the next level? What's the next level? And so we're always trying to get more and more and more, and never sitting in or appreciating the abundance that's already around us, that we already have. And once you start appreciating that abundance that's already around you, the things that you already have, suddenly, one thing is, striving for the next thing doesn't seem as necessary, right? Because you're sitting in that abundance, you're sitting in that happiness, you're sitting in that peace, you're sitting in that appreciation, that gratefulness. So striving for the next thing doesn't seem as necessary. But I think what you'll find is, as you sit here appreciating all your abundance and appreciating what you have, more comes to you, right? Because you're sitting in that that aura. You have that aura about you, about being grateful, about appreciating, about being happy, about being at peace. And so that just naturally draws people to you. That naturally draws things to you, right? If you're always sitting in here, I need more, I don't have enough, this isn't good enough, this isn't, that's a negative energy you're putting out there. You're going to get more negative energy. You're going to get people who all feel lack, people who feel they don't have enough, people who feel they're not getting their fair share. But when you sit in the appreciation, I'm happy I have what I have, I'm happy to be where I am, suddenly you're giving that aura that attracts better, attracts more, attracts, whatever. And so I think really what Spirit is saying here is that you need to just recognize and be satisfied and be happy and appreciate where you are now, and understand that you have accumulated this from where you were before, right? So we have made progress, and it's okay to make more progress, but we're going to stand here and be in the present moment and be at peace of where we are, be happy with where we are, be grateful for what we have and who's in our lives. And that will naturally bring you more of that, right? That'll naturally come. And you will naturally not even need it as much, or want it as much, or hope for it as much, right? Because you're like, oh, I'm happy, I'm satisfied, things are good. And then naturally, oh, happy, satisfied, good things come to you because that's the aura you're giving out. So I hope this message helped you today. I'm sending you peace, love, and happiness. Bye for now.